Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Rachmad Aldi Herdian. You can call me Aldi. I'm from class 5B in Mathematics Education major on Islamic State University of Jakarta. In this video, we are gonna learn about linear equation in two variables, also called as system of linear equations or simultaneous equations. If you guys watch this full video, I'm sure you're gonna understand the concept of linear equation in two variables very easily. But before we move on to the video, don't forget to give a like in this video and subscribe to this channel. Okay, now without further ado, let's move on to the video. First of all, I have a puzzle for you guys. Now, I have a bag. In this bag contains some fruit in it. And there are 20 fruits within this bag. There are apples and mangoes. Now, can you tell me how many apples and how many mangoes are in this bag specifically? It's probably impossible, right? Because it can be whatever, like 1 apples and 19 mangoes, or 2 apples and 18 mangoes, or 3 apples and 17 mangoes, and so on and so on. But if I give you some information about the fruits in this bag, like there are 2 more mangoes than the apples. Now, can you tell me what is the number of the apples and the mangoes? There are so many ways to solve this puzzle. The first one is a simple trial method you can use. It's the hit and trial method, where you can try different values of the fruit, such as 1 apples, 19 mangoes, 2 apples, 18 mangoes, and so on. And then see which value will fit with the puzzle. So if you keep trying with the hit and trial method, what the answer will you get? Yeah, that's right. It's gonna be 11 mangoes and 9 apples. And as you can see, we had in this bag 11 mangoes and 9 apples. The total of the fruit is 20. And there are 2 more mangoes compared to the apples. Now, let's try a more mathematical approach for this puzzle. So now, if you put the information that earlier we got in equation, what are we gonna get? Apples plus mangoes equals 20, and mangoes minus apples equals 2. Now, if you denote the number of apples as x and the number of mangoes as y, our equation are gonna become x plus y equals 20 and y minus x equals 2. Now, this pair equation that we have in here are called linear equation in two variables, or we can call it a system of equations, or also known as simultaneous equation. Now, if you look at it there are 2 equations here and 2 variables, or 2 unknown x and y. These 2 equations can be solved with 2 methods. First one be algebraic method, and the second one is graphical method. We are going to take a look at both of these methods in this video. So, are you ready to solve these 2 equations? Let's go! So the first one we are going to using the first method, that is the algebraic method. Here are the 2 equations that we have. If you consider the first equation, it has 2 unknown with 2 variables, x and y. Now, we can solve an equation if it has only 1 unknown. So we are going to convert the first equation into just 1 variable with the help of the second equation. From the equation 2, we can get x equals minus 2 plus y, and then substituting x equals minus 2 plus y to equation 1. As you can see now, we only have 1 variable, which is y. So we can easily solve the equation. And by the solving, we're gonna get y equals 11. Now we can substitute y equals 11 to the first equation or the second equation. So then we can get the value of x. So if you use the equation 1 and substituting the y equals 11, on the solving, we're gonna get x equals to 9. So the solution for the equation is x equals 9 and y equals to 11. And this matches the answer of our puzzle. All of this is called the substitution method, that we are substituting one variable into another. This is a simple algebraic method that we do here, and there are many algebraic methods that we can do, but that's for another time. Now let's take a look at the graphical method. For the graphical method, the first thing you have to do, which probably you already know, that you have to draw the two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. And then we're gonna try to plotting the two equations to the graph here. So are you ready to do the graphical thing now? Let's go! Here we go! First of all, let's draw the two axes on the graph. X dash and y dash, intersecting at all. Next one, we're gonna mark the positive and the negative number on the axis. Since I don't have enough space, I'm just gonna mark the even number on the axis like 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. And obviously 1 is between 0 and 2, and 3 is between 2 and 4, and so on. And now let's go back to the two equation. Now let's start with the first equation. Writing it in the form y equals 20 minus x will make it easier to get the value of y by taking different value of the x. Now we are gonna draw a table and start taking a different value for x. If we take x equals to 0, we can get the value of y from our equation, and we get y equals to 20. And let's fill it in the table. And we have the first point, x comma y, which is 0, 20. Next, let's take x equal to, you should take such a values of x so that the point x comma y will fit in the graph. Again, on solving, we get y equal to 18. So our second point is 2, 18. For the third point, let's take x equal to 3. And solving, we're gonna get the point as 3, 17. Note, you can also take a negative value for x. Now let's plot our 3 points on the graph. Join and extend the line both way. So here we have the graph of the equation x plus y equals 20 as a straight line. And as you can see, it's passing through all the 3 points. Now label the equation x plus y equals 20. And here are some important tips maybe you want to know. You should always take 3 points. Don't just take 2 points. Because with 2 points, you will always get a straight line. But the third point is acting like a check mark. Because if the line doesn't pass through all the 3 points, then either your calculation is wrong or your plotting is wrong. So do remember to always take 3 points. Now let's take the second equation. Here it will be better to write it in terms of x. So we have x equal minus 2 plus y. So let's make our table again. This time we'll take values of y and solve for x. So for our first point, let's take y equal to 0. So on solving, we get x is minus 2. So the first point, x comma y, will be minus 2 comma 0. Similarly, taking y as 1, we get our next point, minus 1 comma 1. And taking y as 3, we got our third point, 1 comma 3. Now let's plot these 3 points on the same graph. Once again, we'll join the points and extend them both way, so we get the graphs of the equation y minus x equals 2, which is a straight line here. Now mark the point of intersection of the two lines here. It is 9, 11. So the solution is x equals 9 and y equals 11. So we get the same answer for our fruit puzzle, which is x equals 9 and y equals 11. Or we have 9 apples and 11 mangoes. For all of our 3 methods, the first is the hit and trial method, the second is the algebraic method, and the graphical method. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe. Thank you, bye.